Free on board, FOB, is one of the Incoterms rules used only for sea and inland waterway transport. Under FOB, delivery occurs when the seller delivers the goods on board the vessel nominated by the buyer at the named port of shipment or procures the goods already so delivered. The risk of loss or of damage to the goods passes from seller to buyer when the goods are loaded on board, and the buyer bears all costs and risks from this point. The primary duties of the seller. The seller is responsible for carriage of the goods until they are delivered on board the nominated vessel at the port of shipment. The seller bears the risk of loss or of damage to the goods, as well as all costs, until the goods are delivered on board the vessel at the port of shipment. The seller will provide the buyer with the usual proof that the goods have been loaded on board the nominated vessel at the port of shipment. If a transport document is required by the buyer, then the seller must provide the buyer, at the buyer's risk and expense, with assistance in obtaining the transport document. In practical terms, under free on board, the seller takes care of making the goods available for export, local transport in country of export, export clearance, loading. The buyer takes care of main maritime transport, unloading, import clearance, local transport in country of import, if any. The buyer must pay the price of the goods as agreed in the contract of sale.